Hi, hello, I'm Bong Austero. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's officially my 16th day since I had radioactive IV. It's my first day out of my room. So the first thing I did, of course, was aside from visiting the veranda, was go to the kitchen. By request, because somebody did ask if I also know how to cook. The answer to that is kukote. Well, I usually am asked by my family to prepare salpicao. Okay? So, the secret to a really good salpicao is really quite simple. Okay? First, the quality of the beef. What we do is we buy beef from reliable sources. Wala itong bayad. This is not sponsored. We're very partial to rare food. This one is Bulzeco beef tenderloin, which is our preferred meat. We usually source it from Bulzeco beef. Anyway, so what we're using today is tenderloin. Okay, sometimes we use T-bone because, like I said, the secret to a really good salpicao is the quality of the beef. Essentially, it's really just beef, olive oil, seasoning, lots of garlic. When I say lots of garlic, I really mean sobrang daming garlic. Okay? At saka, I use a bit of paprika for the marinade. At saka a bit of oyster sauce and lots and lots of black pepper. Okay? So what I'm doing right now is I'm just basically slicing the tenderloin and preparing them for marinade, to be marinated. Usually, if I have time, I let the beef soak in the marinade for at least 3 hours is the ideal, but pwede na rin 2 hours lang. Okay? So let me just finish this up. And then I'll start marinating them. I forgot gaano kadami ka itong tenderloin. Kasi 2 pack siya from Rare Food. By the way, they also sell cubes naka-cubes na siya na salpicao. Okay. They also sell marinated beef already. If you're into that, medyo ayaw mong gusto mo nakatimpla na talaga. Okay, but then the fun of cooking is really customizing what you cook to your particular taste. Okay, so I'm done slicing the beef. So what I usually do is I include some garlic, but I don't really slice them thinly because they're just meant to flavor the meat. Okay. And, when I'm about to fry actually just sear the meat, I will remove the garlic because once the garlic is overcooked, umapait siya. Okay, so that's why we don't slice it very thinly. But the other parts of the garlic, we will slice them very, very thinly. I will show you what we do with it once we start. This is garlic powder. Goes into the marinade. A bit of, I use my hands. Okay, I do kasi ito ng kamay ko. Again, kansya-kansya lang. But for this quantity of beef, about a tablespoon of oyster sauce, not too much. Okay. Uh, just a dash of paprika. Okay, not again, not too much. Just to put a little bit of smoky flavor into the beef. But later on, we will put a lot of black pepper. But lots and lots of seasoning. Okay, we don't usually put salt into the mixture because we use a lot of seasoning. Okay, and that's basically the marinade. Uh, we let this stay for an hour or two, usually in the refrigerator. And while that is cooking, let me show you how we do the garlic. Okay, this is how we prefer to slice the garlic because we want it specifically sliced like chips. Okay, I forgot to say this earlier. This is my version of Salpicao. I know that it's probably different from the way you do yours. Okay, so this just happens to be the way we want it, the way we like it. Okay, so um, I believe that there's no accounting for taste. We each prefer to cook things our own way. Alright, so we use olive oil. And I wasn't kidding earlier when I said we use a lot of garlic. So this is about 3 uh, whole heads of garlic. And this is the way we choose to do it. We slice them into chips. Okay. What I do when I make salpicao is I don't wait for the oil to heat up before I put the garlic. The idea is to infuse the oil with garlic. So habang hindi pa siya mainit, ilagay nyo na yung garlic agad. At saka, huwag siyang lutuin masyado kasi ibabalik po pa siya ulit mamaya. Kasi pag niluto mo siya ng matagal yung garlic, papait siya. Okay? So the idea here is just to make sure that your olive oil is infused with your garlic flavor. And the way to do that na is, in my experience, because we do this like maybe once every week, sometimes every week. It's just really another way of preparing steak, okay? Because basically, your beef, it's really steak, okay? Sometimes we use T-bone, sometimes we use porterhouse, but today we use tenderloin, okay? So we're waiting for the oil to heat up. Okay, so like I said, the objective is not really to cook the garlic. You don't want to burn garlic because it becomes bitter. Okay, the objective really is just to infuse the oil with the garlic flavor. So once the garlic starts to brown, actually you don't want to wait for it to turn brown. Just a little bit. So what's now left in your pan is basically olive oil infused with garlic. Okay. So the next step is to sear your beef. Okay. Again, you don't want to cook this all the way through because you'll return all of this later with some butter. What you want to do is just aim for rare. Okay. If you're cooking steak, your objective is to produce rare steak. Okay. So what you want to do is just basically to sear your beef. When you do this, uh, the flavors are retained and the beef is still juicy even after you cook it. Okay. So there, if you notice, I flipped it immediately, and if you can just smell it, you know, sobra. I don't know when technology will be invented where viewers of vlogs can actually smell what you're cooking. Okay, so there. Again, like I said, you don't want to include the garlic that you put in the marinade because they have a tendency to be overcooked, kitchen meat. So you just basically want the garlic flavor in the marinade, but you don't want to fry it with the beef. So, like I said, what I'm doing is basically sealing the beef. Making sure the flavors are locked so that the beef continues to be juicy. Medyo matabaho siya ng konti, so you have to watch out for every beef. Make sure that they're not overdone because if they're well done, titigas yung sayang lang yung quality. So you have to make sure that it's just rare. So that when you cook it again, the objective is actually to produce medium, okay, or medium rare. That's the best for Salpicao. Okay, so this is the last batch that I'm sealing. Uh, so you're probably asking, where did I learn to cook Salpicao like this? I learned from an uncle of mine who was a really good chef. And at that time, every time he would watch me cook, I was maybe in high school. His number one criticism was always overcooked, overdone, as you would say. Huwag kang matakot na hilaw yung beef mo kasi madali namang lutuin ulit. Mas maganda yung hilaw ng konti kaysa overdone. Kasi when the beef is overdone, the tendency is matigas siya. Okay, so this is the last batch and this is the last step of the cooking. So we return everything. Okay, we put everything back into the pan. We return the garlic. And the last step of the process is you put butter. Okay, so once the butter is melted, the Salpicao is done. Okay, because remember the beef was already cooked to begin with. So what we just want to do is essentially make sure that the flavor of the butter is also incorporated. That's it. So I have to learn something new today. This is our version of Salpicao. Like I said, the secret is in the quality of the beef. Making sure that the beef is not overdone. You don't cook it too long. Because when you do it that way, nagiging makulat yung meat. Okay. Also, of course, you have to use a lot of garlics. Okay. We don't use salt, we use seasoning, more seasoning. Hindi ko ito sponsored na the video, but unfortunately, that's we discovered it's the best flavor for Salpicao. Bye.